like. Hello! Hello! Oh man. This is probably going to be the most unfiltered speech I ever made. This motherfucker, man. Oh God. You know what I mean? Where should I start? Man? Do you hear the crowd, bro? You know what it is? They shout all this thing, all these expletives, blah, 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 just to try and shut man down. That's the whole point of it. The very big irony that they talk about, we're the fascists, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what are they doing over there? They're trying to shut down free speech. The Nazis burnt books back in the day. Why? Because dissent wouldn't have been tolerated back in that day. So how is it possible that all of a sudden we're the fascists? I can chat to anybody. See, no issue, right? No issues above discussion for me. I don't really give a fuck. Like, anybody can chat to me about anything. So, like, there's no sort of like, there's everything I can chat about. But with these guys, it's literally such a small game that you might as well not even say anything. Yes, you can. Shut up. You know what it is? I can't hear you. Yeah, because I'm not even trying. Yes, they can. Come on. Anyways, that class action lawsuit from Lancaster University. I found this out on Instagram from one of my friends' profiles who actually wanted to cancel her. This is so stupid. This whole woke shit has been poisoned so much universities. And I even saw it from my friend from primary school. And I'm just like, what the hell? It's impossible. You know what the worst thing is? That woman that they're trying to cancel is even a feminist. So they are eating out their own people. How many more people do they have to eat? What more do they have to take until they have nobody left? Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to have nobody. They're going to be alone and they're going to have no one to share their views with. That's the end goal for these guys. How many of these dudes, in fact, I'm going to ask this man right now, how many of your beliefs are your own? Put your hands up. None of these men have any beliefs in themselves, no experiences. Yet you hold on to these beliefs, you claw onto it so hard and allow them to rule you. That's your problem. Your problem is that you allow beliefs that got taught to you by the media, that got taught to you by the education system. You think these people, these men talk about decolonizing curriculum. How many of them actually been to Africa? How many of them actually been in the trenches? They have not been anywhere, yet you trust them to teach you the truth? Are you man high or something? It's crazy. These Antifa, they have some sort of research institute. They call themselves Mark 161 or whatever they call themselves, right? They have so low research, it's crazy. So much inconsistencies that they have in their research, it is nuts. So it's like, but these dudes, they apparently have the arbiter. They have the arbiter of what they do with their students. They can kick people out just in a fucking snap, bro. How is this possible? Man, my throat is hurting already. Alright, we're just gonna go to the story. Hi. Do you know what the problem is? Free speech in universities, open discourse, that has been discouraged for the past 10, 20 years. Why? Do you think these Antifa dudes or any of these dudes in the university care about freedom? Where were they, by the way, during COVID, when the government locked everybody down? Where were they when police were barring man in the streets when we were out? We were out, people were getting taken all four legs into the van, pop, 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 into the van. Where were they when that was happening? Vacant. They were in their homes, they were staying safe. But all of a sudden they have carriage with their masks on. Yes, exactly. And they still have them now, that's the problem. You know what I mean? These people are cowards. They think they're standing up against anti-fascism. Really? I'm speaking, what the fuck? Anyway. So, my speech is dragged down anyway. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. Moral of the story is, these men are not your friends at all. They can't even, hey, do you know what the worst part is? They can't even sit down and have a chat with man. That's the other problem. They can't even have a chat, man. Like, I don't bite, literally. I don't bite. I'm not, like, come on, man. I don't bite. You know what I mean? What's stopping them from sitting down and having a talk to man? All they do is shout expletives, get into man's face like they did my man here. They went into man's face with a megaphone. They can't even sit down and do it. They're the ones deciding policy. They're the ones deciding curriculums. They're the ones deciding critical race theory. Literally putting black people in a box, in a big box. They can't box me. You cannot box me. I'm beyond your boxes, bro. And that goes to everybody here. You shouldn't feel like they're in a box just because of what the media says. Oh, you know, we're oppressed. Black people are oppressed, and you know, we ain't gonna have shit in life, and the white man's gonna save them, and blah blah blah. Is it fuck, bro? It's not happening. Watch. People, they're not gonna believe this because they still believe the conditioning in the media. But you're gonna watch my trajectory. So, yeah, moral of the story is, I don't know, my ears don't know that good. Anyways, moral of the story is, we're not fascists. All these things they say about students against tyranny are cap, saying that we're part of the fuck out. Anyways, all the things that they're saying about us is cap. All the things that they're trying to explain themselves, oh, we're the true resistance, blah blah, oh, but just whatever, it's cap. Everything they're saying that is cap, with a capital C. Anyway, who the hell's the next speaker? I'm tired. Who's next speaker? Because I'm tired already. I don't know, so I'm just going to keep speaking until the next speaker shows us something. Critical race theory. Have you heard of critical race theory before? It's this idea that ethnic minorities cannot succeed in life without outside assistance. Are the expectations of us that low? Is it that low that they think that we cannot succeed in life without any sort of outside assistance, without any sort of like, oh, big, like government check, and you know, we can't succeed without this thing, and then that thing, and this little government aid, and that government aid, and I don't give a fuck. Do you know why they're pushing all of this stuff? Do you know that has real world implications? They've been pushing all this stuff to us since kids. Do you know what that's going to do to us? Especially black people. It's going to create inherited pity into people. People are going to look at man, even if we end up successful, even if we do end up on top, people are still going to look at man as lower because they've been pushing since we was little kids that we ain't shit, that we are no in the rungs, that we are basically helpless and hopeless and nothing. That is the worst type of positions we can be in. Do you know what Malcolm X said back when he was in the streets? The white liberal is the enemy. Because at least the racists, the real racists, we already know that. But the white liberals, bro, they front like they are for us when they are not. They are even more against us than the actual racists themselves, because they front like they're for black people. They front like they're for ethnic minorities. They front like they're for Muslims and for Jews when they can't even decide between Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. It's like a fucking existential crisis for these men. So, the moral of the story is, don't trust any of these what the fuck they're saying, because they're trying to load of garbage. You know what I mean? They're trying a bunch of nothing. They can't, you see, they only have little chants, and they have little, like that for example. And they're gonna keep screaming and screaming until their throats fucking die, and then they're gonna have people drink a bunch of hot coffees in order to warm their throats up. Anyways, that's it for me. Good night.